Hello dear friends, once again welcome back to our channel Vage Academy of Mathematics. For the past two sessions we were seeing problems from number series and the two previous years questions UGC NET paper 1. So here as a continuation we are again here to see problems from number series, but this session I just thought to give you some different kind of questions here for your views, which is something called this odd man out. So this session is part 3. So in this part 3, we are about to see questions from number series of the type which is something called this odd man out. So that is, you can even see some questions which is from number series where you will be having the questions like find the odd man out or find the wrong number in this given series, find the wrong number in the given sequence, something like this. So you must understand that the question is of the variety odd man out. That is, we will be having a number series question. We will be having some sequence of numbers, but here you will not be having a question mark or a blank like that. Instead, we need to find in the sequence out of these numbers which are given here, there will be some number which is wrongly placed. You understand? There is some number here that is wrongly placed here. That number should not appear there actually, but they will be placing there. What number is there placed wrongly? That wrong number is what we need to pick, and that is what we have to find in such kind of this odd man out questions. Fine, okay. Those who are much familiar with number series questions, they'll be knowing the meaning. What is this odd man out? Anyways, for clarity, I'm just giving the meaning. So as usual, you will be having numbers, but you will not be asked to find what is the next number or find what number will come in the blank, something like that. You will never be asked. Instead, here the type will be you need to pick the number which is placed wrongly. And even if you see the options also, you will have the same numbers that you see in the sequence. Okay, you can even see this. Okay, fine. Now, how is the approach? How can we approach these types of questions? That's what we are going to see here today in this session. And also, we have just two questions in this odd man out type. Let's see them one by one. Let's go start with this first question, question number 1. And for your information, this first question is asked in 2010 December UGC NET paper 1 exam. Let's go to the question. Find the wrong number in this sequence, and we have the numbers 52, 51, 48, and so on. We have some 7 numbers in this list. Let me do a thing. Let me just erase it so that we'll be getting enough space. I think it's enough for us. Fine. Yeah, let's just take the numbers down, right? We'll take down the numbers here. Let me write the same numbers here. So the numbers we have are 52. I will write them one by one. Then 51. I will have enough space to make the calculations. That's why. Then 48. Then 43 we have. Next number 34. Next we have 27. And next we have 16. That's it. And no need to make any mark or question mark or blank, anything like that, because we don't have to find what number is going to appear next. Instead, as I told, we need to pick some number in this list. Okay, in this sequence, there is some number here which is hidden, and that number is wrongly placed here. And we need to pick what number is that which is wrongly placed. That's what we need to find. So for which, what is the procedure? If you ask, let's try to learn it. See, the procedure is again going to be the same. We need to try to form a pattern with these numbers. Now, what happens is when we try to form a pattern here, what happens in between somewhere, the pattern will be getting broken. The pattern will be, it will be getting broken. I mean, it breaks somewhere. So at some particular term, the pattern breaks. So where that pattern breaks, will be the situation, will be the term which is wrongly placed. That's it. Okay. So we continue to form a pattern, but at some situation, at some term, what happens is we'll not be able to follow or continue the pattern. The pattern will be getting broken. So where it is getting broken, there we have to pick, and that term is what is wrongly placed. This is how we need to understand. I think we can work it out so that you'll be getting a better understanding, right? First of all, see the numbers here: 52, 51, 48, 43, 34. So by looking at this sequence, what can you understand basically? This sequence is a decreasing sequence, is it or not? See the numbers are getting lesser, right? 52 I have, that is the biggest number here. Then 51 is a smaller number. Then 48 is again smaller. 43 is still smaller. So it is getting, the number size is getting lesser and lesser. That means this sequence is a decreasing sequence. So decreasing sequence, what we need to do? I think you have just gone through all the basics and fundamentals from our previous sessions. I believe it. So when we have a decreasing sequence, we should always start with the minus. Okay. So what values they are doing? Subtraction. We need to test with subtraction. Okay. So let's just apply the subtraction and see here what happens, whether we are able to follow any pattern. Ready? Yes. I think we can start. Yeah, 52 to 51 they are moving. So this will be very simple. They did 52 minus 1. That gives us 51. Correct? Continue the chain. Now from 51 to 48 they have moved. Here they did minus 3. Again it's easy for us to say, right? Yes. Again we shall continue. Next 48 to 43 they are moving. This is minus 5. See how they are proceeding, right? So they did minus 1 first, then minus 3, then minus 5. We'll continue it. 43 to 34 they are moving. So 43 to 34, if I want, I have to do minus what number? I think 43 to 33 we need to do minus 10, but we need to do we need to go for 34 only. So that means it is enough if we do minus 9. Yeah, we'll continue. So you can even check it. 43 minus 9 we get 34. We will continue this. So 34 minus, sorry, 34 minus some number we'll have to place here, so that we'll be getting 27. So think of 34 minus what number will give us 27? I think we need to do minus 7, is it or not? Yeah, minus 7 we need to do. I'm just placing it. And finally 27 to 16 they are doing. So here we need to do what? We need to do minus 11, is it or not? Yeah, finished. So we have just made the differences. So this is how we are getting the differences, right? So see the pattern what is followed here. I'm getting minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, then minus 9, then minus 7, then minus 11. This way it is going. I think the moment you see these numbers itself, you can very easily observe that these are none other than odd numbers. Fine. Yeah, we get odd numbers only here. So I'm just noting it here. So these numbers are odd numbers, but still we have some problem here. See the order of these odd numbers used here: minus 1, then minus 3, minus 5. I know odd numbers in a sequential order, right? We all know odd numbers: minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. But suddenly see here, after this minus 5, what comes next here? Can you see this? We are immediately getting minus 9 here, correct? So that means this is the situation where the pattern is getting broken, is it or not? We are just getting like a chain is getting broken. See here, I'm getting minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. Actually, by logic, what number should come here? Actually, you just think of that. I'm getting minus 9 here. Actually, by logic, what number must come here? I must get the next odd number. After minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, I should get the next odd number, that is minus 7. And only then next to minus 7 only I should get minus 11, minus 9. Is it or not? So this is what is the proper order. But see, unfortunately, what we are getting in our sequence, we are getting minus 1, then minus 3, then minus 5, then immediately we happen to get minus 9. That is because we had this 34 here. So this 34 is causing that trouble. Okay, fine. So that means by logic, what we need to get is minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. Then from 43, we should have done minus 7 only. Do you understand? I think you are properly able to follow the flow. From 43, we should have done this minus 7. Let's check and see. Okay, let's just cross verify this. 43 minus 7. So try doing 43 minus 7. We'll be getting how much? 43 minus 7 will give us 6, 3. So that is, we should have got 36 only here. So that is the right number that should have placed, that should have came here. But instead of this 36, here in this question, we are getting 34. So just because this 34 came, it collapsed this pattern. I think you're able to observe it, right? So we shouldn't be getting this 34. This 36 should have appeared there. See here, 36, if 36 would have came here, we'll just try to see and continue whether the sequence is proper, okay? So after this 36, imagine we are getting 36 there, okay? After 36, just follow this, okay? After 36, what should have come here? Minus 9 we should have done, correct? 36 minus 9, because 43 minus 7 is what actually we need to do. We should have got this 36. After obtaining 36, what next we need to do? We need to do 39. 36 minus 9 we should do. So 36 minus 9 will give you 27, and 27 minus 11 will give you 16. So that means hereafter there's no effect. I mean, like, there's no, the sequence is not getting any disturbance. So instead of this 34, if we happen to get this 36, we should have got a clear sequence with a proper pattern. But what happened in between? This 34 came here in the place of this 36, and that made a change in this pattern. Is it or not? So because of this 34 is what we are getting a disturbance. So that means the wrong number that is placed here is this 34. So that is the wrong number being placed here. Correct? I think you're able to understand this. And also, you should be able to verify it. See, the right number that should have been placed is 36. So if 36 is appearing, see the right hand side. I mean, if I continue, I'm not having any problem at all. So the flow is very much clear. But just because this 34 came, it troubled us and made some disturbance in this pattern. So that means we can surely say this 34 is the wrong number that is being placed. So coming to the options, we have option B says 34, and that is the wrong number in this given sequence. Fine. I think now you are able to get an approach how to solve questions from this odd man out. Odd man out is nothing but pick the number which is oddly present. Pick the term which is oddly present. Okay, that is what is odd man out. Or it can even be asked like this: find the wrong number in this sequence, like that also. Okay, I think this is how you are able to understand this. This is how we approach and then get the answer. Fine. Yes. Now we'll move on to the next question. We have one more question. So the second question is from 2011 June. So 2011 June, we have the next question. That is again a question from this kind of odd man out only. Fine. I'll number this question number 2. Find the wrong number in the given sequence. So we have again some numbers here. I will take down the numbers first. So I have all 3-digit numbers, no problem at all. Whatever it is, the logic is what is important. So as long as we are clear with the logic and the concepts, we can solve any questions. Any question we can solve. Fine, we'll take down the numbers. 125, then 127, then 130. Next we have 135. We have next we have 142. We have and 153. We have, and last one more number 165. So again we have got some 7 numbers here, right? Yes. So again the same question. There is some number out of these 7 numbers which is wrongly placed. And what number is that? That we need to pick and find it. That is going to be our answer. Fine. Yes, we will proceed. And by looking at this sequence, we can confirm that this is an increasing sequence. Fine. Remember always that thing. We have I've told this many times. Whenever you happen to get a question from number series, the very first thing we need to observe is whether it is an increasing sequence or decreasing sequence. That's the first thing we need to do. So this sequence is an increasing sequence. So we'll just take the addition. So because since this is increasing, we need to check with addition only. We'll try with addition. Fine. So 125 we have, next term is 127. So that means they did plus 2 here, fine, yeah. Next is 127 to 130. So 127 to 130. So here how much they did? They did plus, you can even remember this as 27 to 30. Is it fine? Okay. Because all you need is, you just need from 127, how much you need to do plus to get 130, for which you can even think like 27 plus some number will give you 30. I can easily say I can do plus 3. So this is simple for us to understand, right? Yeah, proceed next. So 130 to 135, this will be plus 5. I think the numbers are very easy for us to proceed with the calculations. We can do it very easily. Yeah, next is 135 to 142. So here, how much they have added here? So they added plus 7, I think. Is it or not? So 135 plus 7 you do, you get 142. Very simple. Next, 142 to 153. Here they did plus 11, because 3 minus 2 is 1 and 5 minus 4 is 1. And 1 minus 1 will give you only 0. So that means simply plus 11 they did. And one more we have. Here we have plus how much? 153. How much to be added to get 165? We will think that. If I think it, I will be getting 2, then 1. That's it, right? So 153 plus 2 they did. So that we are getting 165. That's it. So fine. Here we will try to observe the pattern. What pattern is followed here? Closely look at the numbers. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 5, plus 7, plus 11. And then we have plus 12. So I hope you should have, by this time you should have even catched what numbers these are. Have you? What numbers are these? No doubt these numbers we see here are none other than prime numbers, right? These are all prime numbers. Prime numbers, fine. So we know prime numbers. This also I have already given you in the fundamentals class itself. Okay. So please don't say you don't know what are prime numbers. For that is what you need to just be clear with the fundamentals. Okay. And again, I'm insisting, if you have not seen that fundamentals video, kindly see that and come. There itself, you have seen everything very clearly. What are odd numbers, even numbers, prime numbers, everything we saw there itself. So these numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, these are all prime numbers, fine. So here again we should check the same thing. Where is our chain getting broken? The chain breaks where? That we need to see, fine. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Till this 11 it is okay. But think of after 11, what is the next prime number? I know the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. But see, is this 12 a prime number? See, I have this 12 here. Think of whether this 12, is it a prime number? Is this 12 a prime number? Definitely no. 12 is not a prime number, right? So then 12 is what number? 12 is called a composite number, okay? Let us not get into that very deeply. Okay, when we discuss about numbers, when we come to that topic, we can discuss about that. But however, this 12 is not a prime number. So what is the next prime number that should actually be? So the next prime number after 11 is 13. So that means we should have actually done plus 13. Is it or not? Understand it? See, till here they did plus 2, plus 3, plus 5, plus 7, plus 11. Everything is fine. But after this plus 11, the next prime number should be plus 13. So that means they should have done this plus 13 only. So 153 plus 13 should what come here? So think of what comes if we do 153 plus 13. 153 plus 13 would give you 166. Okay, let me write it clearly. 166. That's what is our actual. That actually this 166 is what should come there. But see here what we have here. We are having something like 165. And this 165 is what is making a trouble. Why this 165 is coming, and this is what is breaking our prime number chain. See here, we can clearly understand that plus 2, plus 3, plus 5, and so it is going on up to plus 11. It is okay. Everything are clear, very sure. They are all prime numbers only. But after this, what we are getting next? We are getting a plus 12. So that is not a prime number. So that is breaking the chain. So This 165 is what is wrongly placed, and in that place we should actually get 166 only. Fine. But we are not worried about what number should come there. That is also not needed. But anyways, to make that logic completed, I'm just revealing it. Okay, fine. So it is better to know what number comes actually. Only then you will know what should not come. So to get that practice is what I'm just giving you. What actually should come there? 166 should what come here when we follow the logic, when we complete the logic, but 165 is here. So that means the wrong number that is coming here is 165, which is option D, 165. I think you are clear with both the questions, how we are solving. And both these are from something called odd man out. So hereafter, if any question comes under this odd man out, you should not be getting worried. Follow the same tests, okay? Like addition or subtraction or division, multiplication, whatever, okay? According to the nature of the sequence, give the preference and do the operations. And what we need to do is check what happens, which term the chain is getting broken, where we are getting the trouble, at which term we are getting the trouble. So that term will become the odd man out, and you can just mark that to be your answer. Finish? Yes, yes, yes. I think this session we just have only these two questions, and again we'll just have our next session with other set of questions with some different varieties. Fine? Yeah, we'll soon catch there. Thank you so much. Bye.